Okay, so in this video, we're basically going to create an interface. So this video is going to show how to create an interface. In the interface, it will hold up to 4 functions: play, stop, pause, and scale. And the class that we create will extend the Flash object that we created in the Flash player. So the video player class will extend to interface main. Also, the class will implement into the actual interface that we create. So the video player class will also implement to the made interface. Play, pause, and stop will also be clickable. Slider will slide to make movie translucent or visible, as you can see. So let's get right to it. Okay, we can get started here on the step-by-step tutorial on how to build a working interface. So basically what I did first was I imported my template, and to do that you just right-click and import, and you're going to click Flash Builder Project, and then you're going to find your template on the desktop or wherever you saved it, hit open, and when you do that, I can just show you really quick. You do that, you can go in here, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to rename the project. For me, I did first name, last name, and interface. So that's what my project is called. So I already did that. I also have my assets Flash inside my libs folder already as well. And you're also going to want to right click and go to properties, action script build path, and you're going to want to add your Flex library project that you did before, the reusable stuff. So you'll get all of the special attributes that you had for your scrolling bar and whatever else that you had created in previous classes. So now that that's imported, I have that. So now let's take a look at the assets that I have. Okay, now inside my assets Flash file, you can see in my library that we should have saved the track, the handle that we made, the slider asset, so that's both of them combined into one movie clip, the interface as well, which is what we're going to be using. This is the interface for the video player. This is the movie, and I've already attached that to my file, so we don't need to cover that. However, I did make some new buttons: play, stop, pause. I put the slider that we created before in here, so the slider assets in here. Let everybody know to slide that. You're going to want to go in and you're going to want to name each one of these. So let's see here. I made the button, play button, and as you can see, I also saved it as play button and then exported it as libs.play button. Again, I'll show you. I did play button, kept the registration point here, movie clip, export for action script, and down here in class you're going to want to put libs.play button, okay? And then that way you'll have the actual name and then libs.play button. So that's what I did pretty much for the play, the stop button, and the pause button. And then the slider asset is something that I had created before, so I kept it the same. So that's what we have for our assets right now. And also for the font that I included in here, I just made sure that I embedded it. You want to embed the special font that you use. The interface contains the play, the stop, the pause button, and the slider, and the movie. So let's get right to it then. Okay, so let's go on and create our interface and our class. So let's first do our interface. Command N for our interface. Here we go. And let's put it in a package with first name, column.firstname, last name, .media, since this will be media based. And let's call the interface, video player. Okay, here we go. Here's our interface. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put the functions in inside the interface. So let's do function. Now what we're going to need for our video player, we're going to want a pause button. we're going to want a play button. And we're going to want a stop button. And then we're going to want a scale. It's not a button per se, or the handle is considered a button on it. Now we're going to be using the slider that we created in the past class. And what I'm going to be using that scale for is, or what I should say, is use it to slide and change the alpha of the movie that's going to be inside of our video player. Just something a little bit fun there to give you an example of how you can use your sliders in different ways. Okay, so we have the pause, play, stop, and scale button. So for right now, those are good, set out the way they are. So now let's create our class. We can keep it in the same package that we put it in. We're going to name this video player. We're going to do our interface main. Now inside of my assets folder in Flash, I did save the interface. The interface main is the object that contains everything